Okay, so starting to look nice out here. Sun's coming out. Got everything strapped up, strapped down. It's a little bit sketchy looking. It's not like that much here in this load, but it's bulky. Have to just go drop this stuff off, get it dealt with, and then I can come back and start dealing with those last couple conveyors. I'm thinking most of those conveyors might actually fit on here. I think just 2 or 3 of them. I gotta cut those 2 that stand up, cut a section off of each one, and then one of the ones that's lying down I gotta cut in half, and then I should be able to lay them on here lengthwise, have them sticking out like maybe 2 feet, 3 feet. That should be all right. This one here I'm a little bit worried about because it's sticking out quite far past the side. This trailer is already super wide, so thin lanes, you barely fit in it. So this thing's gonna be sticking out past the lane for sure. So I tried to make sure it's on the passenger side at least, so that way it will be on the side of the road, not going over into the oncoming traffic. But I still don't think that the MTO would be too happy if they seen that hanging off the side that far. So hopefully we just cross our fingers. Hopefully we just make it there, get this stuff unloaded. Then I'm gonna go take a break, get something to eat, and then head back up here, start working on some of this stuff. So I'm back up here again. This is the last load that I did yesterday. I don't know why they paid me $300 a ton for oversized steel this time instead of $320, but didn't notice till afterwards. But anyways, I'm back up here again. Just finished cutting a few pieces. The homeowner, farm owner, added a couple more pieces of metal. Added that thing. It's a nice heavy chunk. Looks like a railroad tie turned into some sort of bench or something, or a stand. Little thing over here, snow blower. So I got this one cut. Got this one cut in half. It's cutting nice and easy with the Sawzall. It's a scrapyard. It's a big open space. Just gotta get this thing unstrapped quick before they show up with the machine, and they'll grab it with the machine for me. Okay, so I got everything finished. Well, not everything finished. just this load finished. Just have to put some straps on it, and then I'm gonna head up to the scrapyard, dump it all. The homeowner came and added some more metal here. Linear tracks or something. It's actually good quality steel, nice and thick steel, so that will add up pretty quick. A little pile. Got quite a bit on the trailer right now. This piece I'm gonna leave till after. It's quite heavy by itself. Took the undercarriages off of the two that were standing, like the two that still had the undercarriages on them. I ended up cutting them to get them off so that it would fit side by side. Otherwise the axles would have stuck out so much that it barely would have been able to fit barely been able to fit two on there. So took them off. It was only a couple cuts and I could fit a lot more on there. So now it's just these two undercarriages. This one and that one. This is a tractor that buddy used to help me load it. Just has a chain on the bucket, so I'm just chaining it for him. He's lifting it up and putting it on the trailer. He doesn't want to be on camera or anything, so haven't been filming while we're loading. But just this piece now, this piece, and then these three pieces. This is a transmission off of some old GM truck. I'm assuming it's some sort of big truck. It's a standard transmission. If you know what it's off of or anything, definitely let me know in the comments. I might research that quick before I scrap it, but got so much stuff on the go. No space to store anything. My shop's completely full again. So it's like the story of my life. It's always full. Never have enough space. I've been searching for a better place to live, that I can have some outdoor space, but everything's so expensive around here. So this piece here, I'm thinking I might leave it on all in one piece. Just lift it onto the trailer as it is, lay it upside down so the wheels are in the air. This piece is pretty long. I think it's about 25 feet long, so, or 24 feet long maybe, 24, 25. The trailer's 22, so it's gonna stick out 2 or 3 feet past the back, I think. The second load for today should be pretty easy and small. So should be able to get that done no problem. Hopefully this weighs a decent amount. Make some money off this one and then get that load done. Hopefully winch that truck on at the end of the day. I was debating keeping the truck, but now I'm thinking I really don't have the space or the time. The guy was telling me about a bunch of problems that the truck actually has. Needs new tires all the way around. Needs a bunch of front end work, he said. The motor's blown. So I really want to keep it, but I think I'm going to end up scrapping it just to make my life easier. Go home at the end of the day with an empty trailer and a couple bucks in my pocket. Okay, so all the rest of those pieces are all loaded up onto the trailer. Once again, I just have to put some straps on it, and then we'll go unload this at the scrapyard. It's pretty easy because it's 10-15 minutes away, and then when I get there, they just unload it for me with one of the machines. So it makes it pretty easy. But the last load was not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. So just pulled up here again. So turned out to be 2,160 pounds, 325 oversized steel, 300 a ton, 360 a ton on shred. These guys are all over the place. And the second load was 2,160, and the first load I did was only 1,940. I thought for sure the first load was going to be substantially more, like maybe 4,000 pounds or something. And then the second load, which I thought was going to be small, is more than the first one. I think something is off there. There's no way that first load was lighter than the second load. So I don't know if the scale was fucked up, or maybe something went wrong, or maybe they just ripped me off. I don't know, but it is what it is. Can't do anything about it now. Just gonna load this truck up and then move on to the next thing. Okay, so I reversed up to the truck, but he used that tractor to drag this thing over here for me so I could winch it on right way. I want the motor in the front just to get a substantial amount of the weight up at the front on the tongue, even though the back of this is probably pretty heavy too. It's a gas motor. I forget what kind of motor it is. So I'll go ahead and that's ownership right there. You got the key as well, so I can put it in neutral. I'm gonna go ahead and put my GoPro on. And film this that way. It's a really square looking box. Kind of funny. These guys better not try to dock me any pay for the wood walls or anything. So this thing's got to be pretty heavy. I was estimating somewhere around 6,000 pounds. I know it looks heavier than 6,000, but I moved one pretty similar to this before. Just had a flat deck on the back. You might have seen it in one of my last videos. And it was lighter than I thought. I think it only turned out to be like 5,000 or 5,500 pounds or something. I thought it was going to be heavier. But I estimated that this one's probably going to be about 6,000 pounds. So, gonna have to just try to winch it on. Hopefully it winches on no problem. And then cross my fingers and hopefully it weighs 6,000 or more. Hopefully more.